Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the global Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Dumelang ngabsheni ralocha rimadekwane sanbonani. Hello everyone. My name is Naledi Mfoloe and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Today we dive deep into the currents of information, from the pulse of politics to the heartbeat of entertainment. We've got it all covered, so please stay tuned for news experience like no other. Today we delve into a controversial and provocative statement made by Jane Elliott, who is an American diversity educator and anti-racism activist, who boldly declared that all white people are racist. Now, this has sparked considerable debate and evoked strong emotions, and actually led to numerous discussions about race, privilege, and systematic racism. Now, to begin with, I think it's essential to understand the context in which Jane Elliott operates. Now, known for her blue eyes, brown eyes exercise, Elliot has spent decades educating people about the nature of racism and privilege. Now, his statement, "all white people are racist," is a provocative attempt to actually draw attention to the subtleties of systematic racism and often unacknowledged privileges that come with being white. Let's have a look.
You say that all whites are racist. Can you expound on that, please?
Any white person who was born, raised, and schooled in the United States of America, if you aren't a racist, you're a miracle. Either that or you decided to educate yourself. Because education in this country is about white is right, brown's all right, black's got to stand back. Yellow's mellow, but whites, we educate in a way that says that white males have done all the adventures, have made all the adventures, have done all the discovering, have made everything that is good and has been accomplished according to social studies, which is actually anti-social studies, by white males. It's a lie. But we do that in order to maintain the myth of white superiority.
Now, Jane's critical point is not necessarily that all white individuals harbor explicit racial hatred, but rather she reveals that all white people benefit, consciously or unconsciously, from a system that has historically marginalized and oppressed people of color. Therefore, she challenges white individuals to actually recognize their privilege and the systematic inequalities that persist in today's society. Now, systematic racism refers to the entrenched policies, practices, and cultural norms that perpetuate racial inequality and discrimination. It's not always about individual acts of hatred, but about how societal structures and institutions actually maintain an uneven playing field. For instance, disparities in education, healthcare, housing, and employment opportunities often disproportionately affect Black communities. Now, white privilege, which is a concept central to Jane's argument, refers to the unearned advantages and immunities that white people benefit from in a racially strapped society. Now, these advantages are often invisible to those who possess them, but very much evident to those who do not. Now, examples include higher chances of being hired for a job, receiving scrutiny from law enforcement, and having greater representation in media and politics. Now, Jane's statement is usually seen as controversial, and I think it's important to acknowledge the various critiques and misunderstanding it actually raises. For many white individuals, being labeled as inherently racist can feel accusatory and unfair, especially if they actively promote racial equality or even harbor no intent of discrimination. However, misinterpreting Elliot's message as an attack on personal moral character misses the broader point. Her statement is intended to actually provoke introspection and acknowledgement of systematic issues rather than condemn individuals. Now it's about recognizing involvement in a system that perpetuates inequality and taking responsibility for dismantling that system. In my opinion, I think that Jane's statement serves as a powerful catalyst for difficult but necessary conversations about race and privilege. While the statement may seem sweeping and generalizing, I think its core intent is to spark awareness and self-reflection among white individuals and to move forward towards an active participation in the fight against systematic racism. And I think it's also imperative for them folks to confront their own biases and the ways in which they may unconsciously uphold racist structures. They must engage in ongoing education about history and persistence of racism and actually listen to the experiences of people of color and commit to the actions that promote equality and justice. Now, with that being said, I think that Jane's statement, "all white people are racist," is a powerful call to action. It challenges us to confront the uncomfortable truths about systematic racism and to take responsibility for our roles in perpetuating or even dismantling it. And while the statement may evoke strong reactions and debates, it ultimately serves to promote deeper awareness and reflection and actually a commitment to racial justice. Now, with that being said, let's engage in the comment section, shall we? We want to hear from you. Yes, what are your thoughts in regards to the statement? And while you're at it, please give this video a thumbs up. That's it from me. Till we meet again, it is goodbye.